Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new, hello, welcome. My name is Chloe. I am a published author and a book reviewer on YouTube, and this is what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be reviewing Looking for Alaska by John Green. This is L in the A to Z reading challenge that I'm currently taking part in. So this is cover. Let me read the blurb. We'll get into this. So the blurb says, "If people were rain, I was drizzle, and she was a hurricane. Miles Holter's whole life has been one long, big non-event. Until he meets Alaska Young. Gorgeous, clever, and undoubtedly screwed up, Alaska draws Miles into her reckless world and irrevocably steals his heart. For Miles, nothing can ever be the same again." I'm sorry about that stutter. I don't get why that was so hard to say. Okay, so, right, hold this up again. So this book has 263 pages of main story. The genre of this book is young adult. I started reading this book January the 8th, and it's currently January the 12th, and I finished it this evening. So I read this quite quickly, and that is because this isn't my book. I'm borrowing it off someone. I felt like I needed to get it read quite quickly. So, hence why it took me a couple of days to read it instead of a week. Because normally it'll take me a week, but this has taken me a couple of days. So this specific edition came out in 2013, but the main manuscript, the main story, came out in 2005. It was originally published in 2005. It's just a 2013 cover, which I definitely think does not give a lot away. Based around the daisy. I mean, if you read this, you'll understand what the daisy represents. But as a person who hasn't read Looking for Alaska, the daisy could be questionable. Or, you wonder why there's a daisy on the cover. It means something, but you'll have to read. And also, the petal falling off, it could mean anything. But it sums it up in the story. Like the cover, Looking for Alaska, I don't really understand what that means. What does that mean? If I met John Green, I would write up a set of questions about this book, because there are a lot of unanswered questions within this book that I would like to know. And I think that is good. I think that a book with unanswered questions leaves it down to readers' interpretations. So I think that's good. This is a young adult because it features themes of alcoholism. There is a sexual scene, there is a hint of mystery, there is smoking in there. There is just, it's just a young adult book, okay? I rated this a 4 out of 5, only because there were things, that I wasn't expecting, and I don't know, I just thought it was a 4. It's definitely not a 5, in my opinion, because there are a lot of things that I want to know, or character development as well. That's a big one for me, and I definitely think that it could have gone a different way, but it didn't. So let me show you my colour wheel. I tried to get the colours to match the theme of the book. Don't judge, okay? So my enjoyment, I rated 5. Writing, I rated 5. Characters, I rated 4. Plot, I rated 4. Settings, I rated 4. And the readability was 5. Only because I thought that it was a great read. It was easily understandable. And it was very emotional and enjoyable. And yeah. So, just a quick fact thing. This book was based around events that happened in the author John Green's life, in his experience when he went to boarding school, I think it was. And even though the book is fictional, it's inspired by true events. And also, the character of Miles has a talent slash, what would you call it? He's got a good talent for memorising famous last words, such as JFK, and John Green enjoyed discovering people's famous last words and showed that through the character of Miles. Okay, question 1. What did you think of the book? What will you take away from it? Originally, I did not know what to expect from this book. The blurb doesn't give you a lot. The cover doesn't give you a lot. And I think that the characters of Miles and Alaska, I think I wanted more development. If it was a movie, I would want more screen time together with them. But it's not. It's a TV show. But I think there are a lot of unanswered questions, which brings a lot of mystery to the story. And if you read the book, I don't know if you'll agree with me, but I do think that Miles and Alaska's relationship could have grown a bit more. So, what was the aim of the book and how well did the author fulfill it? So, in my mind, I don't specifically know what the aim of the book was. But I definitely think that John Green told a great story. It was emotional. And I learnt some new things from the book, such as famous last words and cool facts from different lessons that Miles went in. It also made me feel a lot of emotion towards all of the characters based around what happened in the book. So the next question, would you recommend this book to others? Who is the target audience? So as I said previously, this is a young adult book based on the themes, what happens in the story, and I just thought that it was an enjoyable read and very engaging as well. And this book is set up in 2 parts, before and after. They don't really have chapters either. It's not really like chapter 1, chapter 2. It's set up in parts. So it's like 101 days before and 37 days after. They are kind of like chapters because it doesn't actually have specific chapters, which I thought was good as well. It definitely was unique because it doesn't specifically have chapters, which that's cool. So I thought, yeah, okay, 1 sentence book review. This book makes me want to cry. And I added a sticker, because I got stickers in this book. Okay, it is an emotional story. I didn't cry, but I felt like I wanted to cry. I felt like, this book is very emotional. You just gotta read it. That's all I'm gonna say. So, the cover representation doesn't tell you a lot, which I think is good. It gives mystery. But for order to understand, you must read it. The daisy is an important piece of the storyline, which is also pretty good. Has it on the front and the back. And yeah, I think the daisy is also good because the representation of a daisy is innocence. And this book kind of is the opposite of innocence. You kind of have kids breaking the rules, all of this jazz, all of that jazz. And the daisy features in the book. It's an important part of it that you will find halfway through the book why the daisy is important. And yeah, it's a great cover. It's a good representation. But if I was stood in a shop, I'd be so confused because I would have no idea what looking for Alaska meant or what the daisy meant, which I also think is appealing to an audience. So yeah, I think I've covered everything in here. So yes, thank you guys for reading Looking for Alaska. No, thank you guys for stopping by and watching my Looking for Alaska review. So hopefully I will be doing another A to Z reading challenge review very soon, because I've got 24 books left to read, because I've only ever done 2, because I did Throne of Glass and this, and I've got a lovely list at the back, A to Z, and I've got reading challenges as well. 24-hour reading challenge that I'm taking part in, A to Z reading challenge which I'm doing now, and the 25 books in 2025, which is read 25 books from your physical TBR. But I also saw another 25 in 25 challenge, 25 thing in 25, which was essentially 25 minutes a day in 25, but I thought that would be a lot more harder. So I thought I'd go with the 25 books in 25, because I feel like I can actually achieve that. But yes, I think I'm done here. Thank you guys ever so much for coming to my review, and I hope to see you guys very soon. Thank you for watching. Bye guys.